Well, hello folks, good afternoon, welcome to Match of the Day, as we are going to bring you the conclusion of this year's Barclays Premier League. And the race for the championship is the only thing left. We know the European qualifying places, we know who's getting relegated. What we don't know at the moment is who will be raising the Premier League trophy in about 2 hours' time. Well, we're going to be flip-flopping between Anfield and the Amex Arena this afternoon as well. But this is the state of play between Manchester City and Liverpool. And as you can see, that Manchester City have a 1-point advantage over Liverpool, so they just need to beat Liverpool. For Liverpool to win the championship, they need Manchester City at the very least to draw, and they need to beat Wolves. Goal difference probably won't be a factor, but should Man City lose 4-0 and Liverpool draw 4-4, then we've got to play us for the Premier League. Well, it doesn't look like the most likely of scenarios as well, but the one thing that is likely is we will probably have a winner of the Premier League this afternoon. Only once has the Premier League made provisions for a playoff. That was the 1995-96 season. In the end, Manchester United won that by 4 points. Liverpool and Manchester City have been the two standout teams. Manchester City aren't quite going to reach the 100 points that they did last year, but they never thought in their wildest dreams that they would be pushed all the way by Liverpool. It's for either side to win as well. In Anfield for us this afternoon is Trevor Davis, but in the Amex Arena to kick things off is Trevor Motson.
Situated just off the A27 here is the Amex Arena, but it's filled to capacity. Famously during the Rugby World Cup, it saw Japan beat the Springboks. This stadium is host to special moments and to the underdog. Victories for Brighton over Manchester City's noisy neighbours, Manchester United, have taken place here before. Manchester City know a win will do, a draw, and they better hope that Liverpool fail to score against Wolves. Wolves hold the record of playing in the first All-English European final. That was in a 3-2 defeat to Tottenham Hotspur. But they've beaten every European finalist this year. That's Arsenal, Chelsea, Tottenham and Liverpool. They were to win here today or even get a draw, it would smell absolute curtains for Liverpool's season. But Anfield's been such a fortress that late, Wolves will be lucky to come away. They know the job's ahead of them. Liverpool know patience is required, and Anfield expects. Can they do their part, and will Brighton do them a favour? That's well worked by City. David Silva now. Fine ball through the middle. Raheem Sterling, the chance, the goal, the breakthrough, just what Manchester City needed. It was a great pass through, and Sterling showed real composure, a real part to his game that he's brought in recent times. David Silva with an excellent pass through. City caught Brighton pushing forwards. 1-on-1 with Matthew Ryan. Outside of the foot. Just bangs it past him, and the breakthrough. And Guardiola's men are one step closer, one hand grip tighter on the Premier League. Manchester City, though, just 2 points worse off than they were last season as things currently stand. Here is David Silva now, capable of making things happen. Fernandinho. Silva with an excellent assist and keeps the ball going here though. And looks to try and play Aguero through. Now here's De Bruyne. That's a lovely 1-2. Good stop, but nothing anyone could do about that. Kevin De Bruyne's made it 2. Matthew Ryan will be upset with himself for parrying the ball straight back in De Bruyne's path. And is that the league championship? Here it was, the 1-2 here with Silva, the effort. I wonder even if that struck the woodwork. Yes, it has. It's off the woodwork. My apologies. Off the woodwork, and the first to react was De Bruyne. He has scored. Manchester City will be so relieved. 24 minutes into the contest, and you feel it's all over here. We've had 22 minutes in the game. And Wolves are keeping this deadly tight at the moment. Henderson out wide to Mane. And now is Origi. Nicely done for Origi. Good skill, good touch. Great goal. Really great goal by Origi. The skill to turn, the finish was true. Liverpool and the Kop have what they needed. That's going to settle some nerves today. They've got the goal. Lovely turn that was. A strong finish. Sterling. He's a lot of nerves today. Playing a lovely ball through to Zicacento. In towards Aguero and into De Bruyne and into a 3-0 lead. Manchester City, Premier League champions now. Sterling's ball really. Zicacento, who put in a fantastic cross here. It was towards Aguero, but it was Kevin De Bruyne ghosting in quite brilliantly to finish. Manchester City look like they're going to win the league in style. Here is the man who is now on a hat-trick, David Silva. And Aguero, who could make it 4 and does make it 4. Oh, Manchester City are unstoppable. Liverpool can't catch them. Aguero scores again. Well, it was a really good season. It's a really good goal by Aguero. This is Bernardo Silva now. Good one-touch passing here though by Manchester City. Sterling, De Bruyne, Aguero, David Silva, Raheem Sterling, 5-0, fantastic! Oh, this is absolutely brilliant. And Raheem Sterling gets his second of the match. Well, it was a bit of good fortune here though from David Silva's effort, which is blocked by Duffy. The deflection has fallen kindly to Raheem Sterling, who has reacted really well. Got ahead of Bruno Saltor, finished past Matthew Ryan, 5-0. Well, Liverpool were nearly 68% of the possession in this half. They very much look like Champions League finalists at the moment. Here's Origi. Wolves just forcing to clear the ball away. Copper in great voice today. They know it's all dependent on what Manchester City and Brighton for them. And it's going to get even easier for Jorginho Wijnaldum, who has scored again for Liverpool. And that's got to secure the points here today. Well, it's not quite the reaction he got from the Kop when he scored against Barcelona. It's a great goal, this. Controls it, keeps it low, leaves the keeper no chance, leaves his side in complete control of this. Here's Alexander-Arnold to take the corner. Everybody forward for Liverpool. Oxlade-Chamberlain coming short. Headed away. Virgil van Dijk and James Milner combining to retain possession here. This is Fabinho. This is Oxlade-Chamberlain. And 3-0, and Mane. Well, Sadio Mane and Mo Salah have very much played a game at this season of who can top who. Mane will be pleased with that. It's a good finish on his left foot. Takes him one behind Mo Salah. Gives Klopp what he wanted. Well, Chris Hughton's men have been outclassed really by Manchester City today. There's no shame in that when you're outclassed by league champions. There's Foden. Sterling. Aguero. Going on. Oh, what a finish nearly! What a finish nearly! Matthew Ryan responding. Aguero through. Ryan with a good stop. He's been looking for his second, Aguero. He's not found it. I think the golden boot might be Mohamed Salah's now. Sterling to take the corner. Last action of the match, surely. Premier League champions, Manchester City. We're going to feel proud and delighted with this. It's been the most magical season for them, pushed all the way by Liverpool, but in the end the Premier League goes back to Manchester. Well, it is the best second place finish in Premier League history. Liverpool have pushed Manchester City all the way to the very end here, but it just wasn't to be. A 3-0 win over Wolves. They looked every part European Cup finalists. Liverpool have got one more game to go. They'll feel slightly unlucky, but very proud. It's a wonderful performance by them this season, and they win the last game of the season. It is a lovely sunny afternoon, a little oasis for Manchester City, who celebrate retaining the Premier League Championship for the very first time in their history. And fittingly here, it has been the man that has had to step up in Kompany's injury, David Silva, who was given the armband and was told by Kompany to lift the trophy. It's part two of an astonishing domestic treble, but it solidifies what we all know. Manchester City are the best team in the Premier League again. Class above the rest, pushed all the way by Liverpool. Manchester City here, hold aloft the championship in the Amex Stadium, and credit to the Brighton fans that have stayed here to watch them lift the trophy. A magical moment for David Silva and his team. A magical moment for Manchester City, in which the league has twisted and turned and changed on each side. Manchester City fans can scarcely believe what they are seeing here. But David Silva and Kompany and Pep Guardiola has led a magnificent side who've gone on. And the season's not over, but this was the big one. This says that once again Manchester City are the winners of the Premier League and are the best team in English football.
So it is Manchester City's magical championship. They've got two of a possible three on their way to a domestic treble, something that no English side has ever done before. Manchester City with the opportunity to write history. They become the first Premier League side to retain that trophy for 11 years as well, and for the very first time in their history. So let's have a look at the final table. As you can see there, Manchester City, Liverpool, Chelsea and Tottenham all taking out the top four place. Tottenham will have to qualify for the Champions League in the third qualifying round. However, should they beat Liverpool in 2 weeks' time in Madrid, then they will jump ahead of Chelsea, and Chelsea will have to start through the qualifying rounds. Europa League will be Arsenal and Manchester United's destination next season. Wolves finish a very impressive 7th as well. The FA Cup finalists Watford sit in 10th. Huddersfield, Fulham and Cardiff are all relegated from the Premier League. Brighton survive on 36 points, one of the lowest to ever survive so forth as well. Disappointing seasons possibly for Newcastle and for Bournemouth and Paris and West Ham. Well, there we go. That is the Premier League all over for another year as well. Been absolutely fabulous, and we thank you very much for joining us as well. But we're not done with our coverage of football here on Trevor Sports as well. So remember to hit like, hit subscribe as well for notifications. We've got the Europa League final, the Champions League final, and the Nations League. And also we will be live next Saturday for Cup Final Grandstand. Don't go anywhere. Goodbye.